Hello. My name is Janice, and in today's episode, I will be showing you how I did this simple unisex beanie hat. It can be worn by both female and male. So for the stitches that I used, I only used two stitches. That is the half double crochet and the slip stitch. At the topmost part of this hat, I used slip stitch, and these are the details of this hat. It has a particular pattern, and this pattern makes it look so beautiful. And this is how you can wear your beanie hat. You can either fold it at the bottom part of it, or you can just leave it like that, because either way it looks so beautiful when you wear it. I used around 180 grams of this yarn, so let's get started. I'm using this butterfly chunky 4-ply, which is 100% acrylic, and it's soft feel, and also it is non-shrink. For the color number, the shade number, it's dye lot number, and also it is 100-gram yarn. You can see the weight of this yarn, it is 100 grams. I'll also be using my crochet hook, 4.5 millimeters. That is what I will be using. I'll also be using my tape measure to take my measurements, my needle, and my pair of scissors. I will start by making a slip knot. I have my slip knot there, and I'll do a number of chains. And the number of chains that I will make, I'm supposed to make even number of chains. And so for my case, I want the height of my hat to be around either 30 centimeters, 31 centimeters, or even 32 centimeters, because once you stretch, it'll give you a bigger centimeters, that is. So I will be making a number of chains, even number of chains, and then I'll be taking my measurements to get the number of chains that I've made. I have 50, I've done 50, 50 chains. I'll now be taking my measurement to see whether I have around 30, 31, 32 centimeters. If I get that, that will be good. I'll be good to go with 50 chains. And it is 32, and once you stretch, it will be longer than 32, which is a good height for my hat. I will be adding one chain, but now that chain will not count as a chain. And then I'll start doing my first row. I'll skip this first stitch and do the second stitch. And I'm doing slip stitching in my second stitch, just skipping the first stitch. Then I will do half double crochet in the next stitch, followed by slip stitch in my third stitch. I will do half double crochet in my fourth stitch, fifth stitch I'll be doing slip stitch, followed by half double crochet. Then slip stitch again. Half double crochet. And this is what I'll be doing. I'll be alternating between two stitches. I'll be doing slip stitch, then half double crochet. And for you not to make any mistake, the even stitches 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, on and on like that until I get to the 40th even stitch. I will be using half double crochet, but for the other stitches I'll be using slip stitches. So I will meet you at this particular point, the 40th stitch, and then I'll be showing you how to do the other 10 stitches that are remaining. I am at my 40th stitch, and at this stitch I've done half double crochet. That is what I'll be doing in all the 40th stitches. I will be doing half double crochet, and then for the starting of every row I will be doing slip stitches. This is how my first row looks like. As you progress with your work, the pattern, the details of the heart will be easily seen. So I have 10 stitches that I'm left with. This is around 6.5 centimeters. Those are my 10 stitches. I can count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I will be working in my first 5 stitches only, and I'll be doing slip stitches. So you can use a stitch marker, or you can count, but for the beginning I'll be marking my work using this yellow stitch marker that is here. So this is my first slip stitch, then this is my second slip stitch. I'll be marking, then my third slip stitch, number 4, and then I'll be making the last one, which is number 5. I've done 5 slip stitches, and then I'll leave the others and the other 5 untouched. Those are 5 I was confirming. I'll be adding a chain, then turn my work. The 5 stitches that I've made, I will be doing 5 slip stitches, and I'll be working on the back loop. So I'll be doing 5 back loop slip stitches. I have 1, 2, 3, number 4, and the last one I'll be removing this stitch marker. It is number 5. Then those are my 5 back loop slip stitches. When I was doing my first row, the 40th stitch, I used half double crochet. I'm not changing anything. If it was half double crochet, I'll be doing back loop half double crochet. If I did a slip stitch when I was doing row 1, for the row 2, I'll be doing back loop slip stitch. So for all odd stitches, I'll be doing slip stitches, and for all the even stitches, I will be doing half double crochet, and I'll be working on the back loop only. It is a pattern that is very simple because you're just alternating two stitches. That is slip stitch and then half double crochet. And once you get to know your even stitches and your odd stitches, you'll not make any mistake. So this is what I'll be doing, and I will be meeting you at this particular end, and I'll be working on the back loops only. I've done a half double crochet. I'll now I'm left with 3 stitches, so I'm doing a slip stitch. Then the second last, I'll be doing half double crochet, and I'll be finishing my second row with a slip stitch. It's right here. So this is my last my last stitch I'm making, and this is how my second row looks like. I've done 45 stitches in my second row. I will be adding a chain and then turning my work. Again, I'll start my third row with a slip stitch. That is a back loop. I'll be working on the back loop. I'll be slip stitching, then followed by half double crochet. So every time I'm starting my row, I'm starting by doing a slip stitch, then followed by other stitches, that is that is half double crochet. Then I'll start alternating the slip stitch, half double crochet, and that will be the thing until I get to the 40th stitch before I start now doing the first 5 and the other 5 slip stitches for that row. So for this row, I'm going to do 50 stitches. I'm going to do up to the end. So I'll be having 50 stitches by the end, by the time I will have finished this row. So this is the details. The pattern is now visible. You can be able to see it. I will meet you at this particular point. That is the 40th stitch. At this particular point, I'm remaining with 3 stitches, and I will be doing a half double crochet, then a slip stitch, then I'll be finishing with half double crochet before I start working with the other 10 stitches. I will be doing slip stitches, 5 of them up to this particular point. my number one, my number two, this is my number three. I have four, and then five is here. This one. Number five. So I've done the five stitches. I'm now remaining with the other five that were untouched. I will be slip stitching in the other five that I had left in doing the foundation chain. Sorry for that. This makes it number seven. I'll be doing number 8. And then number 9 and the 10th one is the last stitch that I'll be making. This is what I have after doing my first, second, and now the third row. For the third row, I've finished up to the 50th stitch. I will be chaining one and then turning my work. Again, the process, I will be repeating the process. I'll be working on the back loops only, and I'll be starting with the first 10 stitches. Until I get to the 40th. When I move like this downwards, I'll talk about the 11th stitch. So for the 11th stitch, I'll be using half double crochet. But when I'm when I'm doing it from down, progressing upwards, I'll be talking about the 40th stitch. But since I'm now doing from the top, progressing downwards, I'll talk about the 11th stitch. And since I'm not using a stitch marker, because as you progress with your work, I don't think I don't think you can make any mistake, because for the slip stitches you can get to see them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the 11th stitch, I'm doing half double crochet. Back loop, half double crochet, and then followed by slip stitch, and then I'll be repeating the process. That is the process I'll be alternating. Again, I'll be doing half double crochet, back loop, half double crochet, back loop, slip stitch, back loop, half double crochet, back loop, slip stitch. I will meet you at this particular point here. At this point, I'm left with, let me see. I wanted to position my camera well. 3 stitches. So I will be doing half double crochet, 4 stitches, sorry. Then slip stitch, then half double crochet, and then I'll be finishing my row with a slip stitch. It's easier when I use this needle. So this is my last stitch. I will be chaining one and then turning my work. Again, I'll start by doing a slip stitch in my first stitch there, skip this one, and then I'll be doing it in this stitch. I will be doing again half double crochet followed by a slip stitch, again half double crochet followed by a slip stitch. And this is what I'll be doing until I get the 40th stitch. I will meet you at this particular point here, and then I'll be showing you how to progress with the other rows. Sorry, the other stitches. I'm remaining with one, two, three stitches. So I'll be slip stitching here in this stitch. Actually, there were 5, sorry. Then I'll be finishing my last stitch by doing the 40th stitch by doing a half double crochet in it. That is the back loop half double crochet. I am remaining with 10 stitches. We can confirm this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th one is here. So for this, I'll be working on the first 5 stitches, and the other 5 I'll have them untouched. So chain 1 and then turn my work. For that row, for my 5th row, I've done 45 stitches in total. I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then in this stitch, I can call it my 6th stitch, my 6th working stitch. I will be doing half double crochet. Then I'll do a slip stitch in my next one, that is my 7th one. Then the process that I will be repeating the process until I get the last stitch of this 5th row. For this pattern, you can easily get to know your right side. Like for me, this is my right side and this is my wrong side. So it's you can easily identify your wrong side and your right side. I'll be meeting you at this particular point to finish on this row. I will be finishing my row with a slip stitch. There we go, and then I will be adding a chain and then turning my work and repeating the process until I get the number of rows that I want. So for the first row that I did 45 chains because I started with the foundation chain of 50 chains, and then when I was starting to do my rows, I did row 1, which I did 45 in total, leaving 5 untouched. Then when I was doing row 2, I did 45 of them. Row 3, I did 50 of them. Row 4, 50. Row 5, 45. Row 6, 45. Row 7, 50. Row 8, 50. Because going up and then finishing that 50 and then going down, uh I'll makes it a total of 50, and on like that. That is what I will be doing. The process will be a repeat of what I've been doing, and the stitches also I'll be repeating what I've been doing. That is, I'll be starting with the foundation chain, the slip stitch, then followed by half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet until you get to your 40th stitch that you're supposed to be having a half double crochet. So making other rows will be very simple because I'll be repeating what I've been doing. I'll be adding and then I'll be doing some measurements to see how far I'll have gone. So I'll be working on other rows of the camera until I get to the measurement that I want for my hats. So this is it. I've worked. So far, this is what I've worked on. I have these. Oh God, it looks so beautiful. Like I'm loving this pattern actually. The details and the details in these hearts. They look so beautiful. I'll be taking the measurement to see how far I've gone. I have 32 centimeters and 160, 160, 61 to 64. That is 12.5, and I want 12.5 inches, and that's 2 centimeters, and I want to do to have 24 inches, or 61 centimeters. So I will do the others of the camera also until I get the height, the width that I want. I've done 11.5 is not bad because it will stretch. So 11.5, 12, it's not bad. 24 is not bad. So this means I have a total of 23. And now you can get to see the details of these hats. It's something actually even a beginner can make. Uh, the only thing that you need is to have your measurements and everything. For the pattern, it's very simple. I will be slip stitching now to attach, I mean to join the ends. For slip stitching, it's something that you've done before. For this one side, I will be using the inner loop, and the other side, I will be using the spaces that I made when I was doing the foundation chain, and it will be very simple. The number of loops should be equal with the number of stitches that are on the other side. I mean the number of spaces that you joining with the other side, to ensure that your work will be uniform. So this is what I'll be doing until this end here. I'll be slip stitching all through. I've finished joining the two ends, and then I'll have to cut my yarn because I'll have to join, I mean I'll have to close the topmost part of these hats. So I'm cutting my yarn, and then I'll use my needle this time to close the topmost part of this hat. For slip stitching, you can use a crochet hook. You can use a needle, and this is how it looks like. Actually, no one can notice that easily that you've joined your ends. And now I will be closing this topmost part here. so that I can now finish working on my on my hat. I'll be using the spaces that are on top of these hats, and thank you so much for your continued support to all my subscribers. Thank you so much to my returning subscribers. Thank you so much. And for those who come to watch my content to get educated so that they can make their own, thank you. So once you put in a needle between those spaces, you have to pull the needle. I mean to pull the yarn so that it can be a little bit tight. This is the wrong side of the hat, and now I'll be showing you the right side of this hat. Wow, this is it. This is the right side of this hat. These are details, the top part details, and then these are the back of this hat. You can fold it like that. uh, Styling it's your option. You can just fold it, you can wear it without folding it the way you want it. uh it's upon you. I love these details, especially the topmost part of this hat. It looks so beautiful. This is where we were ending with 10 slip stitches, 5 slip stitches, and that is why we got these certain details. So until next time that I'll be making another video. For now, bye.